Well, regarding our pull requests, the Python covariety dependency, I saw that Chaiko is has approved approved it, but Vasu Kulkarni wanted to get some test results from the system, but I'm not sure if I know how to test it because even if we run this PR against the uh, installed tautology, it will not check what we want because it's actually changing the dependency, and the triggering tautology suite is not trying to install any dependency. So I'm not kind of sure how to test it on the CPLR.
Okay. So
The test case is
yeah,
that the unit test that is run by Jenkins are passing okay, but I'm not sure that they're trying to um, really execute code, but it's just mocking up on just dependency. If it's
yeah,
Python, it's never knows when it's run. From other side, we run this we are using this patch on downstream SUSE topology, but it's we do not use covariety for any of our or
yeah.
what is it,
Um,
Python code. We do not use it for any of kind of tests, so we just run the
uh,
uh, and it's how to say, yeah, our setups are based on the same Ubuntu stuff. Um, it absolutely not affect any testing
yeah.
rather than.
Well, can you just put that in the PR and I'll follow up with Vasu if he doesn't reply again. 'Cause-
I actually asked in PR.
well, yeah, but you didn't say like I think like just say the two. I don't think the topology tests will do this unless we run some particular suite,
Okay.
and I'm not sure what it should be. Yeah. So yeah, I'll watch that and poke at Vasu because I'm also not totally sure what testing he thought needed to be done there. Um, and also, if you don't have access to the CP lab, you should
Yeah, I
do the
saw this message. I just never used it before. I need to, and it will take some time to. I think.
regardless of this PR, you should be able to get in there.
Yeah. So the next PR is about inspect
Yeah,
option, and I'm not sure that how to implement the test because it's not regular, PyTest. It's because it requires some command line comparison. Uh, output of command line comparison. If you can point some test which is already using it, it's from one side, and from another side, since this feature inspect, it doesn't affect any test execution. You just really need to uh, add an extra level. I know that you said that the code is actually after additional review it's actually using different filters, filter code for using filters, but it requires pretty much of refactoring to make it use the same code,
I mean,
absolutely the same code.
well, so I think we need to either make sure that we're using actually exactly the same code, or else we need to write a test that does go out and actually invoke the dry run and compare the output to this. And I don't care which one it is, but like we don't want to like I'll use inspect once it's there, but I don't want to like use inspect and then find out that it's doing something different and that I didn't get the thing I expected to get because that could be bad, right?
Uh,
Aaron. Um, so I haven't actually used PyTest much, but I mean I assume you just like run a shell command or just invoke the Python modules directly.
so you can just run Python module because for inspect it's possible, but for the tautology suite, because it's just uh, invoking different functions which are related on the tautology YAML conf file, which is using different configuration, like for checking out the repos,
Mm.
and it's yeah, and just using the different way of detecting the right directory.
Okay.
So,
So I mean, like my understanding is that PyTest like is designed to be for small stuff, but it like they turn on virtual machines and stuff with it in some of the other projects. So I think you can just invoke like I don't remember how you get to a shell system.shell or whatever though, and just run it. That,
yeah, and I don't know if probably we need to add an option to tautology suite to get a tautology config from the file, particular file for this purpose, because uh, it requires some tautology YAML. Because just default tautology suite executions, just if you run it without any YAML file, like just checking out Git repo from Ceph Tautology and try to run tautology suite on not installed system, it will try to do some ugly stuff like checking out repos, which we definitely do not need for testing it. But from other side, yeah, we need some kind of hierarchy to test. So, but yeah, it requires like Ceph repo with QA suites. So I don't
I wonder
know.
if we check one of those out, like or you. But I mean, we already have options just pointed at a local directory that already exists.
Yes, but anyway, we need to check out this directory with the valid Ceph, uh, valid QA suite hierarchy with valid suites declared, so that Tautology suite can generate correspondingly.
Actually have the sub QA suite available. Yeah, I mean that. I don't think that's going to be a problem though. Sticking that in there. I been up to? So I've been writing some. It's not strictly Tootology related, but I've been extending the messenger delay stuff. Actually, don't have a PR up for that, but it should help us do some more interesting things with testing or with simulating slow networks. That'll be cool. Working on. Actually, got some time last week, but then some customer things came up. But to look through the words. Oh yeah, to look at some more of the interface stuff that we need to be able to change. And I've got some Red Hat meetings coming up soon that will, or in mid March, that will involve a lot of that. So there's going to get some more stuff done there. So that'll be cool. I think that's all the PRs.
Oh, I missed the previous meetings, and I don't know what is the progress regarding the custom deployment of Ceph. Have you published some
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
document?
I've had some like internal customer things come up, so I haven't actually gotten that done yet. But I looked at it and dated my notes a little more recently, and that's still like the very next thing on my list. As soon as I finish the 2 emergencies that came up in the last week, so I think very soon. Oh man.
Okay.
How long this is taking? I'm so sorry.
And I wanted to discuss another topic is Python 3 for tautology. I saw some patches related to this in pull requests, but I would like to discuss how to make a progress in this direction because we have less than a year till the 2.7 will be
Yeah.
not supported
Yeah.
anymore.
So it's not something do you have any ideas? Because I haven't thought too hard about this. In Ceph proper, we're talking about once Nautilus is out, we're gonna try switching. We're gonna I think Alfredo did some patches that make it run Python 3 only. Although we expect things to start breaking once he does that. So I think we're gonna merge those once Nautilus is out, so that we can test it during the octopus cycle for Ceph.
So
Ceph itself.
yeah, there's a
No.
Python 3 compatibility, PR 931, I guess, and it's still in review, and it's pretty huge.
Yeah, so that one's
And
old, and I have no idea what its current state is for Toothology itself. I think this
so
was
one of my suggestion is to split this PR to parts and try to submit patches which will allow to run tautology code both on Python 3 and Python 2.
Yeah.
So I can test it for our side, like if it's still compilable and runnable for Python 3, but the upstream should continue run on Python 2, right? So there is some.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, if this is something you're interested in, then definitely go for it because it's a transition we need to make. I haven't thought about it.
Yeah, and after we have all the Python 3 code in the tautology and test it, then we can switch to it and wipe out the Python 2 code. So just because I just found that some of the libraries are really different, like Beanstalk C it's not maintained anymore, and someone is on PyPy uh, added Python module for Beanstalk C3, which is probably the thing that we can use.
Great. Okay. That's
So
okay. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, go for it. I was kind of hoping that it would just happen when other people worked on like the Ceph stuff, but
mhm.
I don't think it actually will. But I have no like that's just not a level of expertise I possess. So I haven't tried to worry about it at all yet. Um, if you are interested about it in it, I know that for the upstream, then Alfredo Deza has done a lot of the work and is sort of pushing that. So you could try talking to him about what he did there. But I don't have a I don't have any real coherent thoughts on the subject.
Okay. Do you know if Zach will ever join us? I never heard from him
Yeah,
for the
I'm.
last several months.
Yeah, he's mostly working on the dashboard at this point
Oh,
with Lens, I think.
what's
Whoa.
going on?
I guess the internet Blue Jeans got mad at us.
Very slow.
So I mean, if we have
Uh,
specific questions, like again, you can probably talk to him about this, and he might have some thoughts about switching to Python 3 from because I'm sure he was involved in the discussions with this intern, but I don't think we're gonna get very much of his time. It'll be like, Zach, we have this question, or Zach, can you review this thing? Not not an everyday sort of thing, I suspect, unfortunately.
okay.
Yeah. All right.
That, that's pretty it from my side.
All right. Well, I think that's all I got too. And clearly, Blue Jeans wants us to leave. So, good to see you here. Talk to you
Okay,
next week.
bye.